Hello everyone. So today is 21st of April 2025 and I'm going to have a short review of the previous week. So the previous week was Sunday 13 of April till Friday 18. Friday was a holiday day of Easter, so we are just going to review the price action that happened between Monday and Thursday. And I counsel you to go back to the pre-week analysis video between 13 and 18, where I have shared my bias for the week, and we have seen how it delivered to those price levels today. So even though I was anticipating it will deliver the previous week, because we also had a short week, we saw the levels being delivered to this week. So here was the analysis for the week. So we have expected a bearish bias in accordance with the seasonal tendency. That is for the third week of April. And again, this is not like 100%, but it does give us a direction. And if we can match it with the technicals in the charts with the PD arrays, then we can anticipate where price is going to go. So what I wanted to see the previous week, I have stated it here. I would have liked price to stay below. So here was like a Monday, and this was Friday, and then here it's today. Sorry, here was Thursday. And I would have liked price to be in this daily CB, but price did go a bit higher on Monday. However, notice how price came just at the daily order block from 1st of April. And I have mentioned it over here that I'm watching the mean threshold of this order block. So it would be over here. So the most sensitive levels would be like in this tail. Here it should reject lower. Or it can go maximum to the mean threshold. So if it goes above that, then our bias would have been bullish. But notice how on Monday we have done a Judah swing. So this is like the opposite move than what we want to see higher, but it failed to touch the daily order block. And then this was the previous week, and then the week before we had the quadrant. So the lowest move was on Wednesday. This was the low of the week. And then we had an inside day on Thursday, which is expected because it's the day before holiday. So we expect to see price not moving so clean. And then it continue the move on today. Usually today is not a good day to trade because it's the first day after the holiday. So it's a day that is better not to trade because the price action is not so clean. Nonetheless, we've seen how our bias was delivered. And here, if we take it to the lower time frame, so here, if we watch again the video, the pre-week analysis of last week, then you will see how I highlight this level over here. And this was the entirety of the week. So on Sunday, we have open, and then you see this was the highest move on 4 hours. And notice here how it even failed to touch the order block over here. And then there is one more attempt on Monday to go higher, and it fails. And notice how the bodies are staying below the upper quadrant of the new week opening gap. And then price, it's coming lower, consolidating, and then here one more attempt on Tuesday at 10 a.m. And notice how price is between the upper quadrant and the mean middle point of the week from Monday 10 a.m. and then price comes lower. So it's coming into another premium. And then we have this big new day opening gap on Tuesday. So if I look over here, so this is Tuesday. This is Tuesday price action, and notice how price comes just below. It doesn't even touch it. So this is another hint that price is going to go lower. And notice here how perfectly the price is respecting the new day opening gap of Thursday, 3rd of April. So notice how the high of that is 152.25, and notice here up here, so there is only one handle difference. And then price comes back, doesn't touch it, then comes here on Wednesday during London time, 4 a.m. So London's between 2 to 5 a.m. with the best hour being between 3 to 4 a.m. This is like the power hour of London. And then price here, notice, and here, see how price is staying below the week CA of Wednesday 5 a.m. during New York time on Wednesday. And then price moves lower. Here, notice again on Thursday how it respects the new day opening gap of Friday, April. So notice how this is 13 days after, and see how perfectly these levels are being respected. Here it comes again, it goes into the order block on the 1 hour. Then we have the Sunday new week opening gap, price comes up, and then it delivers lower to our objectives. So if we look on the 1 hour chart, here this is also, so this is the week, the entirety of the week, and then we see this was the Wednesday respect of the new day opening gap, new day opening gap of Wednesday. It's also touching the 1 hour midpoint of the week, of the tail, sorry. So I call this tails and I call this weeks. So the upper side that doesn't have the fat area, the body, this is called a wick, and this is called a tail. And we take the quadrant level, so the middle point of that would be over here. And notice how price respects it. And how at the same time the body is staying below the new week opening gap. And inside the upper quadrant, so here we have it on the 4 hour. So on the left side is 4 hour, on this side is the 1 hour fair value gap with volume imbalance. And then the low of the week was on Wednesday, so we came to take, we didn't take this liquidity yet on Wednesday on the low of the week. Then we just meander around on Thursday, we close, so we don't do really anything here because it's the day before the holiday. It's just coming up into this fair value gap. This one. With this one over here, let's put this back. So then price stops, and then when it opens again on Sunday, then it delivers to our objective. And the level that I'm watching now is like over here, we have this new day opening gap. So I expect price to act like a magnet in this area. At least price, it should come around here. So yeah, so watch this back and then see how we were looking for these levels. So this was posted 7 days ago, and see how they got delivered now. I'm going to prepare a new video, hopefully I can post it tonight, about my expectations for the next week according to the calendar. So usually Monday, it's the day after holiday, so I don't like to trade the AM session especially, maybe the PM, but I might skip it today. Maybe I just look at the last hour, and I expect to resume back from Tuesday PM session, Wednesday PM session, and Thursday PM session, and see what price offers us there. So this was a short one. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a nice evening.